Good morning. We are on day 4 of Talk Through the Pain as we walk through the healing, and we are on day 4. So we are taking the topic of physical pain. So at the very beginning it says the pain I'm dealing with today, and we are selecting physical pain. Now you may be going through this each day and maybe having just one thing that you're working completely through, which is great. For these particular videos, I wanted to hit each of the topics. So we have emotional, financial, mental, physical, relational, spiritual, and then there's a section for other. And I wanted to hit each one as we go through these 30 days. So I'll basically be taking each of these 5 times and walking through those with you. So if you do want to choose these topically, you can, if that's the area of pain that you're dealing with, or you can walk it through with us as we hit each one. So what I'm going to do is read what I have written, and then we're just going to talk about that some more. So how this pain is affecting me. I am not as active as I wish I was. My body aches a lot. I shared in the note from the creator of this journal, I shared a bit of my story of physical pain, and that I ended up becoming a person with knee pain. Instead of just people seeing Angela, they saw a person with knee pain. And I became that, and a lot of my thoughts and speech were through that lens of pain. And it was a really difficult time before I was able to get my full knee replacements. I ended up having 4 surgeries, many shots, many x-rays, many MRIs, even a blood clot scan. Like, it was so much. It was so much, and it was a 3-year journey. And through that journey, it led me closer to the Lord. I have, I'm going to read more about what I wrote, but I have this sticky that I keep on my mirror in my bathroom, and it reads, "Faith is refined in the fires and the storms of pain." Faith is refined in the fires and the storms of pain. And that is something that I hold on to. Like, my faith was going to go one of 2 ways. You know, as I think each of us, we may kind of go between not having faith or doubting our faith to just really digging in with the Lord. And physical pain was the area where I had never experienced the Lord quite like I had through physical pain. And I am grateful for that season, though I wish to never relive it. I am very grateful for what the Lord had provided during that season. So how I'd like God to heal me. Help me with my energy and motivation. I know this healing will come with my partnership. And what I meant by that is my partnership with God. Like, I know healing is available to me, but I also can't just lay on the couch and just think it's going to come either. As far as my particular situation, I know I'm going to get more active by being active. I know I'm going to get more strength by choosing to test my body and gain strength. So then I wrote on the section, how I see God in the midst of my pain. I've come so far already. I'm not having to give mental energy to what my body can or can't do physically. I am able to do most things that I want. Nope, I have to read my own handwriting. I don't know if this happens to you, but I am able to do most things that I wasn't able to do 3 years ago. I can kneel. That was actually a major prayer of mine, that I'd be able to kneel again. I cannot do it for very long. My scars are still very sensitive, and I carry extra weight on me, so kneeling is not very comfortable, but I have been able to do it, and that blesses my heart when I feel led to do it. And then I put, I don't need assistance like I once did. I have a lot of good moments. So that phrase came from somebody I actually met through Instagram. She goes by Sweet Bugaboo, if you want to follow her. She has a journey through her own physical pain, and a lot of times she says things like, I had a lot of good moments today. And that actually helped me so much. Instead of like having or saying like this was a tough day, and it very well might have been, but in my situation it was like a tough couple hours versus the entire day. So really changing your perspective in order to see the moments that are great. And sometimes it might only be 5 minutes that were good. But changing that perspective of the moments I had today. Through physical pain, there was a lot of people that spoke into my life right during this season of journeying through the surgeries and all of that. A life coach that I had known very young, and then just kind of follow her through social media. Her name is Tona, and she had reached out to me. She said, can I talk to you? Absolutely. And she was the one who told me, and I write this a little bit in the intro, where I had to focus on my pain right in front of me and then move it, like mentally move it to the side. And so it's still there, the pain's still there, but it became in my peripheral vision, and it became white noise to me. And so it allowed me to continue to function and move and do what I needed to do each day, so that I could get through that day. And I really appreciated that that technique. And if that helps you and blesses you today, I hope it does. And then recently, when I first moved here in 2020, my back went out on the travel across the United States. We went from California to Virginia. And we got here, and I immediately started a full-time job. I was immediately the senior pastor of this church that we came to take over. And I had to speak and all those things. And so I had to stand a lot, and it was difficult. And I was in a lot of pain. And one of our elders, she compiled these scripture cards by Cheryl Ashley, and they are all scriptures on healing. And so I want to read you this one today. Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. And they shall walk and not faint. Through this season of the last few years, there's been a song by Meredith Andrews called Soar, and I would listen to it constantly. It definitely was something that gave me just strength, almost like in seasons of my life I've had these anthems, and this was my anthem, and it goes right along with the scripture, so I'll link it as well. But I just hope that through this you will realize that faith is refined in the fires of storms and pain, and with that our faith can grow if we allow it to. So will you allow Jesus to speak into your pain? Will you allow the Lord to reveal something to you that maybe you hadn't considered about yourself? Through this scripture in Psalm 139:23, it reads, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." Lead me in the way everlasting. Through this, it was a lot of that refining fire of my character, of my faith, of my relationships, all sorts of things. So I just want you to utilize this time. If you are down, literally, use this time to grow closer to the Lord. And I really do pray for your physical healing. But in the meantime, look at other ways that God can heal you as you are awaiting that physical healing. So be blessed today, and I'll see you next time.